Hello everyone, welcome to the Brennda Breakdown. Cheers! So, here's the thing. This episode was the RuPaul's Drag Race Choices episode. And as much as I like this type of setting, I really actually don't. So here's the thing too. They said it was the first presidential election debate, but didn't they do that in season 4?
First drag president, how would you redecorate the White House?
I'm gonna paint that bitch pink and I'm gonna fit the Capitol with an updo. Updo.
So I'm not sure why they said that, but whatever, choices. I wanted to talk about Raven's walkthrough in the workroom. First of all, Raven's stunning. She's super nice. I've been privileged enough to at USD actually, and she was so sweet, so tall, and she was actually one of the most interactive RuPaul's Drag Race queens that I've ever met. So if you have the chance to meet her, I really do recommend it. And she's kind of local to SoCal, I believe. So we get the privilege to see her more often than probably some other cities. Just wanted to talk about her advice to some queens. So obviously her advice was,
you're trying to become America's Next Drag Superstar. Now, I don't know what that's like.
you know, I'm not a winner, but she should honestly count herself as a winner, because not only was she runner-up in 2 seasons, but also she works directly with RuPaul. So in terms of like winning the show, obviously not. But in terms of like winning the career and getting a career pathway that many would envy, she's won, clearly. So I think she's cutting herself a little short. Oh, side note, I think this ear closed, this little piercing, you can see it's red because I was trying to shove an earring through it, and I'm not sure, I guess it's not working anymore, but I got this one in. So this is actually Honeyloom Designs on Instagram. So if you like these earrings, most of the earrings that I wear that are kind of like beautiful clay earrings are made by her. I'm gonna get a pillow because my butt hurts.
Okay. Is this too low? Yeah, it is. Hold on. This is not better. I'm gonna kneel. It's fine. Okay. I think we're all good now.
So I wanted to talk about the performances in the choices debate. So first and foremost, Jada's.
Heidi, question.
What?
Look over there. Confusion.
I thought she was gonna be the bottom. Gotta be honest, I didn't think, I wasn't laughing personally, but I understand that like it could be seen as funny, but it wasn't funny to me. And to me, it came off as she didn't know what to say, and so she never answered the question. I thought they were gonna give her that edit. Like, you didn't answer the questions, you just kept making like jokes to point away from yourself, which I'm glad they took it from the way that they did, and then she won the challenge, but I was worried for her for a little bit. Speaking of being worried, Crystal, they really made it seem like she was gonna be in the bottom with the critiques in the workroom, and I'm really glad it worked out. I really love glitter, especially Make America Glitter Again. I wanted to talk about too, Jackie Cox, because I think I wasn't the only one that was surprised when she didn't do that well in the challenge. She's really quick-witted, really funny. I'm not sure why she went the route of being like a Canadian that snuck onto the debate stage.
As the first Canadian to run for drag president, let me assure you, I'm as American as apple poutine. I mean, pie.
I think it was, I don't know. To me, it just, obviously it didn't work out on the show, but I think that she just got nervous and just maybe just didn't sleep that night and spent 4 hours writing things, and it was all for nothing. Right, Widow? Want to talk about Gigi too. Gigi was, I can't remember what she did. What did you do? Oh, she was a robot again. Well, switch it up, girl. If gotta switch it up, then so do you. Love Gigi, but do something else. You know? Like me, wearing this wig every time. Let's talk about the runways. Crystal Method. I'm not sure why she didn't win this challenge, gonna be honest. Jada obviously did well, according to the judges, but I really think this was Crystal's challenge to win. And I think it would have been great too, because not a lot of people think of her as being like a funny queen, and this would have kind of been like a button or a badge she could wear saying like, you know, I'm a comedy queen, I'm more than just great at makeup, and more than her mullet. But is it fashion? I'm just kidding. Speaking of fashion though, I really liked the belt. I don't know if y'all remember, but I don't remember who it was, but someone clocked the belt that Crystal had, and it like hung a little low, which I didn't really mind it. I think it kind of switched it up. Did it look a little like long compared to maybe some other belts? Yes, but so what? I think they were just getting nitpicky at that point. Widow Von Du's outfit was actually fantastic. I thought it was actually gonna save her from the bottom, but I guess since we're running low on queens, someone has to be there. I really liked that outfit. Her afro with the giant stars, which in Untucked they showed that the stars kind of detached, and I thought that was kind of cool. And I like that the designer kind of made it so that the stars stuck out. I don't know if you saw, but it attached, and then it had something like a star going this way and that way. So it wasn't just 2D, it was like 3-dimensional. So if you look at it on the side, you see a star as well. So it's kind of cool. Attention to detail there. Gigi Good's runway, I don't know if y'all heard it too, but someone clocked that it was some of her runways, Gigi's, are very similar to Crystal in Drag Race UK, which is confusing. It's not Crystal Method, it's Crystal We'll See You Now on Instagram. Crystal commented, luckily, to address the fans, because we all know they can be crazy, saying that actually the season 12, is it 12? I think season 12. Season 12 was filmed first, before RuPaul's Drag Race UK. So that really shows how long the queens have been waiting for this to publish. So poor Dahliason being broccoli over and over and over, and probably waiting for that reaction to happen from people. And I mean, seeing like Gigi Good, she probably just wants to see people win. They want to see, Gigi Good wants, this quarantine we're going crazy, no one can speak English, but Gigi Good just wants to show America that she wins. T. Was there anyone else? Oh, Jada. Okay, controversial opinion. I didn't love Jada's outfit. I really didn't. I thought it looked good in theory, but I didn't like how it was like complete. Like I like the shoulder pads. I like that it was kind of like pointy and cartoony and superhero-y, but I thought like this kind of like naked, like sheer part didn't quite fit 100%. So I think if that was that same superpower Rock'em Sakura vibe that the shoulder pads and the rest of it was, I think it would have been perfect. And I think it would have been a slam dunk. Yeah, she won. But personally, I didn't love it. So sorry, Jada. Jackie Cox's runway, I'm so glad Amber and Lux talked about it, because they said it better than ever I can. But I have to say, it was really beautiful to watch, and I always love seeing people get to tell their story on television. And I think that Jackie being the person to kind of spearhead that movement, sorry Mercedes Diamonds, I think that's nice. I think that's nice of her to use her spotlight in a way that's constructive for everyone. So there's that. Oh, I have to talk about Gigi and Crystal. So obviously I talked about Gigi and Crystal, We'll See You Now, but we have to talk about Gigi and Crystal Method. I don't know if y'all saw, but there's a little bit of rumors going around that they're dating, and I really like that. I mean, like, I think we all can dream and think that it's happening, but I don't think it is. But there's a few scenes now where they're seen holding hands, and I'm like, ooh, I ship them so hard. I like I said, I hope it's happening, but I don't think it is. Jackie and Widow and Untucked. Back there. And Jackie kind of took the moment of saying like, I want to address this, which I have to say, I don't think it's the best timing. I think the queens are saying like, do it before she gets home. I'm like, yeah, like for TV maybe, but in terms of like salvaging the relationship, I think it probably could have been done after the show. I don't know. I guess what I'm sitting with is that it almost felt forced, but I also believe that it was a true conversation. I'm just thinking of Widow being in that state of mind. It was clear she was bothered, and I think she just didn't want to discuss it. And I think that it was kind of pushed in a forced conversation. So kind of uncomfortable to watch, but hey, whatever. It's RuPaul's Drag Race. If it makes good TV, they're going to publish it. I also wanted to talk about Jeff Goldblum. So this was kind of awkward. I agree 100% with what Amber said. I think that the questions are important to discuss, but I also want to address like the fact that many people, and like even people today, and I mean not just Jeff Goldblum, like a lot of people in public like have this understanding of the Islamic faith and the hijab being something that you cover yourself, like why don't you own your body, and like you're covering yourself and you're kind of like giving the man power. But the whole idea of it is that they have the power to reveal as much as their body as they want to, and that's that. And it's really that kind of like mindset of it being like, an oppressed thing to be wearing a hijab or anything like that. I would just like point the finger back at like most things in America, because even the Catholic faith, the Christian faith, like think of nuns. They're covering themselves, and people like, I mean, same argument. They say like, oh, you're covering yourself for the man, but like, how come you don't say that to other things? I don't know. I'm not saying this very well, but I think you get the point. I think before you go to point at the Islamic faith and the hijab for that, look at some things in America and how it's the same exact way, but it's not questioned. So that's the tea. Okay. Also, why was Jeff Goldblum crying? Like, okay, this also bothered me. So his first drag show, why are they bringing someone whose first drag show is RuPaul's Drag Race to be a judge? That doesn't make sense to me.
Confusion.
Oh, I cut my nails. Very sad. Ugh, I'm upset about it. I broke one of them, and then I was trying to type and it drove me crazy, and then I jammed it somewhere and it hurt really bad and I freaked out and I cut them and I regret it. Oh well. Anyway, I don't understand why they brought Jeff Goldblum on. I guess I'm a Jeff Goldblum hater, but whatever. I don't really care. I don't really know what he's famous for anyway. I just know he's a personality and he's kind of unique in what he says. You could tell he's smart, but he's missing something, I think, based on that presentation on RuPaul's Drag Race. Okay, why am I cinched and spiraling? I'm cinched because now that I'm home and my plants are growing really well, that one's my favorite, this big one right here, I've actually started propagating it. So I brought it right here. Look at the little bread tag holding it together, because otherwise it's like really wide like that, and so I wanted to kind of force it to grow up, and so I'm really excited for this one to grow. I hope it does well. It's kind of like a species of Monstera. It doesn't have the signature cut in the leaf, but one of them does. I don't know if you can see. I don't think you can, but it's that type of plant, and I'm very excited, and I'm cinched because of that. I'm spiraling because I actually drank some tea, some Arnold Palmer, you know those jugs at Arnold Palmer. I got the diet one because I'm trying to watch my sugar, and I was drinking it, and it was on the shelf just like no refrigeration at the grocery store. So I got it home and I drank it, and I have it on the counter, and then one day I went to go take the last sip of my cup, and I saw this giant cloud of bacteria, I'm assuming, in there, and I was like, oh shit. Have I been drinking that this entire time? Look at the bottle. Yep, you're supposed to refrigerate it after opening, which I should have known in retrospect, but I guess I'm just like so bothered by the quarantine and everything, I just didn't think of it. Long story short, my throat has been killing me, and it's not for a good cause. It's just feeling bad for no reason, so I just feel kind of dumb. Oh well. What am I watching? Literally nothing. I was trying to think of a single thing that I've watched since last week, and the only thing I can think of is the video of Lux and Amber doing their cinched and spiraling. That's the only thing I'm watching. I'm literally just playing Animal Crossing, nothing new, just doing what I can. The good news is I got a check from the US Treasury for $7, which I had gotten before, and apparently you can't mobile deposit them, and I took the picture, did the mobile deposit, and then I shred the check. And then I got the message that it wasn't accepted. And I was like, well, shit. Kind of messed up there, didn't I? Other than that, just doing what I can. Take care of yourself. With the things opening, I know we're all kind of tired and want to go out and adventure, but really, really stay strong, stay home. Make sure you're social distancing. Just on a personal note, my grandpa, not the one with the dolphin, but my grandpa got diagnosed or tested positive for coronavirus, and he has the early stages of pneumonia, so it's looking like it's going to be time for him. So with that in mind, just keep in mind why we're staying home. Keep in mind how important you are to so many people, and take care of yourself in any way that that appeals best for you. So with that in mind, thank you so much for watching and attending the Brennda breakdown. I'm so sorry I'm wearing this wig again, but also I only have 2 wigs, and I want to buy another one, but I was gonna buy one, but then this kind of all happened, this little quarantine thing. So all right, support local artists, support local restaurants, Uber Eat if you want, and make sure you're tipping everyone involved, just because we all deserve it a little extra now. Okay, cheers bitches. Bye.